All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I hope I'm not too loud here. Let's get going. Actually, I have to take my own headset off. We have the 2-loss Browns. Against Kansas City Chiefs have been blazing hot ever since new management took over. They got a dominant offense led by Kyle Lauletta, Tyreek Hill. I don't know if Simmons is playing today. I probably should check the injury report. The other side of the football, we have probably the most complete roster in the entire top Madden. Starting off with the football, it's going to be John Ross, number 5, traded from Cincy for no apparent reason, but it's going to be the Browns with the football here first. Featuring quite possibly the best receiving core in the league. You got Jarvis Landry, you got John Ross, got Corey Davis coming over with the trade for a high first rounder alongside Dane Cruikshank. And we're going to see 2 tight ends set here with 1 running back in the backfield. As quarterback's going to drop back. He's going to have a man open on the post here. That's going to be his man, Jarvis Landry. This is Clements, the backup. I don't even know if it's the backup to the backup quarterback here, as Baker Mayfield is out for the duration of the playoffs. Decides to go deep, sees the too high man, and figures the post is the best way to beat it. Finds his man early for a big gain across the 50 here. Staying in the 2 tight end set with DeValve and Njoku. We're back under center for Clements. It's going to be a big tackle on the backfield. I think that's going to be, I want to say Hitchens. I don't know who 5'3" is here. Cover 4 drop show 2, and it is Hitchens. Going to be interesting here. I've never seen Lynx play. I've watched a little bit of the back half of the Warren game. That did not end well for Lynx, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays. He had a huge game against the Patriots last week in a blowout. I don't think that's going to happen here. As we see the first time that the Browns are going to go in the shotgun with the 3 wide receiver set. Slides 1 high. Definitely going to have to abandon shell a lot with this team. He's got a crossing route. John Ross can't bring it in. Yeah, you're going to have to abandon shell really early against a team like the Browns. You really can't find yourself in a situation where you're trying to mask a deep ball or deep coverage or anything like that. You're really going to have to show your hand real early or get creative on the defensive side of the football. So first challenge of the game here will be 3rd and 11 just across the 50. Clements is back. He's got an angle route. He's actually going to go Njoku deep, and this is going to be played by Eric Berry extremely well. The audible to the hot route did not prevail. He may have had the angle route if he wanted to play conservative, but it's going to lead to a field goal attempt here. A long-haired kicker. Now, Pest is notorious for his kicking power fetish, so let's see if he has the leg here. And he does. I don't even know how long that was. It was very long. Yeah, if you've never played with Pest or against Pest before, you should know that he has he gets rock hard when it comes to these kickers and their kick power. So that's going to put the Browns on the board here, 3-0. As we're going to get to see the Kansas City Chiefs offense come out. So stop stealing my viewers. This game is going to decide the opponent of the Tennessee Titans, who won a very close matchup in overtime on a Melvin Gordon breakaway run to end the game, putting him at over 240 yards on the day against the Buffalo Bills. Play pass here for the Chiefs on their first play. They may have liked the out, but they're going to go deep down the right sideline to Dupree. Kyle Lauletta, big completion. Definitely want to come out and expose that cover 1 early. You like to go to Hill, but the patience there, I think that's what you're really going to have to do. You're playing a guy that has Denzel Ward, 97 speed, who can match up with Tyreek Hill a little bit, not completely, but better than anybody else. You're losing your other speedy receiver, so big play there, big patience there by Lynx as he's going to come out with a run by Kareem Hunt for 5 yards. If I had to have an opinion on my man Lynx early, I definitely don't like that we have another person in the league that likes to make their players look as foolish as possible. I want to check on my stream here, make sure it's good and not obnoxious. 2nd and 5 here, be a Damian Williams run. I'll get him about a yard or so. Oh, that's not bad quality at all. These pants make me look fat, and we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy. He is at well over 300 pounds. 3rd and 4 here for Kyle Lauletta across the 41. The wind is not in his favor, so he definitely needs some yards. He's going to go deep, and this ball is going to be tipped up in the air at the 10-yard line. He throws it in the triple coverage. It looks like it'll be a punt here for the Chiefs on their first possession. So the wind playing a factor early, but they will have the advantage in the 2nd quarter and quite possibly the 4th quarter of this game. I'm going to punt this one off to John Ross, who's going to let this one bounce. It's in the end zone. He has to get it out. Can he get out, or is it going to be a safety? And that's going to be a safety for the Browns. How ridiculous. Just bobbles the ball. I've never seen that before. I have seen Warren try and run back to return a punt, and the guy caught it on the 2 and ran full speed out of the back of the end zone for a safety. But that's momentum right there. I'm just going to pause here by Pest, so fully expect a comment here in the chat here for a second, or at least replacing John Ross as the kick returner. So something to remember is the return rating does matter when it comes to fielding punts. First complaint of the game, did you punt it like that intentionally? That is fucked. I don't think you can intentionally punt something like that. I think he just hung the ball in the air. That low and shitty. Uh-oh. Interesting. Out the gate. Still got a 2-3 lead pass. Don't get too triggered, my man. Let's go. Because you do realize you just punted to the uprights, right? Sorry about that. I'm over here laughing in the chat. So it'll be 1st and 10 Kansas City Chiefs following the come on man play of the game so far, but I'm sure there'll be more to come, especially if precedent dictates anything. There's definitely a fuckery game coming on. So 1st and 10, Chiefs get another shot here at their opening drive, and they're going to try and take advantage of the quick ball screen to Robinson. Nice spin move, is going to get him about 8, possibly 9. Respect a bubble screen caller. Always respect a bubble screen caller. You got to be kind of scared because these purple routes will jump it for no reason at all, especially like 3-4 linebackers. But nonetheless, I like it, especially for a guy like Pest who likes to bring these linebackers in like he does. Like make them pay, get the quick pass out. Kareem Hunt, oh my gosh. We're talking about fuckery. Almost breaks one there. Big play on the halfback ISO. I think the only downside is the inability to always make the throw come out as quick as possible. I think some of the issues that people are having with flats and bubble screens, this ball doesn't get thrown when you click it right after the snap. You'd like to maybe have something that allows you to preload that. 1st and 10 here, Tyreek Hill's in the snap. They're in the slot here. He has him deep. He's going to launch it. He's going to have his man. Does he have the arm strength? Tyreek Hill by himself. Touchdown, Kansas City Chiefs. How you stay base cover 2 with a guy like Tyreek Hill in the slot, I do not know, but that's the kind of shot you need to establish after a bad safety, a bad fielding decision, is to turn around and go find your man deep down the middle of the field, which they do, and now it'll be a 2-point attempt to make this a 7-point game. definitely is doing a good job at choosing his shots. It was just a real smart time. Real good placement, play call to get Tyreek Hill. Oh, that'll be a pick, maybe a pick 2 here, as no Pest cannot return it back. That's not English. Pest cannot return it back, so now it's just going to be an 8-3 game. Ball back to the Browns here. Now this is what I didn't notice. I don't know if I noticed it. Maybe if it was this game or the other one, but the angled kicks tend to be a little bucky in this game, so watch out for that Lynx cheese as John Ross gets a chance to make up for the safety bobble, and it'll be Browns ball in the 34. Yeah, Pesto's one of the 3-4 teams, a lot of multiple defense, a lot of bringing guys down into the box. So the quick throws, having success in the run game, it's going to open up Tyreek. So here goes Clements for his official second drive for the Browns here. It'll be a dive. Actually, I believe it's a trap, and that'll be to Jordan Howard. The name of the game this postseason has been who makes the mistakes early. We had 5 picks today by Teddy Bridgewater in the game against the Rams. We had a ridiculous amount of turnovers in some of the wild card games. Josh Allen, I think, threw 3 interceptions before he threw 4 passes. You're crossing right here to Landry. He's going to have some open field, and he's going to get up across the 45. So nice patience there, and that's going to be Pest's game here. He's going to play it patient. There's going to be a lot of guys that are going to get triggered by the safety and then turn around and give up the long play. That's not Pest. Pest's game is built on patience, picking you apart. So just keep doing what you're doing here. He's running the gun. He's got a screen. He's going to throw it, and this is actually going to be picked off by Anthony Hitchens. Big read there about a user links, and he has himself a chance at a touchdown return, but he's not. He's going to get this one inside the red zone nonetheless. So much for picking the defense apart, as the Chiefs have impressed. They've kept up the pace they had in the New England game, showing that it wasn't just New England playing bad, but that the Chiefs can come out and set the tone early. Here we are adjusting to Pest, bringing his guys in. He's going to have a high pass ball. This is not. What the fuck? Oh, the double coverage throw. The high pass throw to Dupree is going to put the Chiefs up 15-3. Oh, my. We haven't even finished the first quarter yet. What is happening? So as we saw it, right, Pest is the kind of guy who brings his guys in on the 3-4, likes to bring him down, play the run, understands that the 3-4 base is definitely going to help him in the passing game. The adjustment there was to make the inside slant play to a fade and just hit it in the hole. He does a good job there. Lauletta, not really known for the arm strength, but fits it in there, tight window, good contested catch by Dupree. It's a big catch. Massive play. Browns have got to score here, and they need a touchdown here. They've done 0 to stop the Chiefs so far. Got to come out and either slow the pace down, as we see a big run there by Jordan Howard for the first down. Either slow the pace down and get a long drive and cut this lead by 7 points, or if you make a mistake, get stopped. In worst case scenario, throw another pick. I think then we might see this game get out of hand early, which has been very surprising, as many don't see the Chiefs so far as a threat. You know, the first couple seasons they were bottom of the pack, let some real key pieces go. So it's interesting to see this team formed after a while to be performing so well. I don't know if that's a testament to the new coaching or the old administration's team management, but nonetheless, they have impressed so far with the young talent that they have, led by Kyle Lauletta. Read option puts this one at 2nd and 8. Pest reaching deep into the playbook, man. The screen, the read option, those aren't really staples of the Pest offense that I've seen before. So how is he going to adjust here? Down 15-3. It's still early, and Pest understands that. But we need some patience here. As we have a cover 2 look here from Lynx. The mountain swing. He's got plenty of room to run. He's going to throw a absolute dot to Landry in between 4 Kansas City Chiefs. The old cover to contain, something that the Bucs ran a lot. Big fan of that down in Tampa Bay. It looks like they're going to adopt it here. Kind of leaves you a little bit susceptible because you're giving them just loads of time. Just absolutely loads of time. It's a contain, which already doesn't really help the pass rush. Plus dropping a defensive tackle into coverage. And he made the audible there to make the middle linebacker a deep blue, which only opened up the middle that much more. With pressure in his face, he's going to hit his man in the thigh. No attempt to catch it, so he finds the open man. Can't get the completion. Madden's not on Pest's side right now, so despite that, he is still just outside of the red zone, so gotta pick apart this big nickel. Gotta pick apart these different various cover. I will give a lot of credit to Kansas City. That is not a play, the one he just ran, that a lot of people run. He's throwing everything in the book at Pest. He's really forcing Pest to be patient and make the read that's there. He has the post route, and it's going to be a high catch by Jarvis Landry. Touchdown. That's about the 3rd post that he's hit, and the 2nd one to Landry so far this game. That puts us at a 5-point lead, assuming the field goal gets made, and it does. We'll have a flag here for jumping off sides. I need another beer.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the right.
Did I say 4-6?
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
I may have been thinking about the cover 1 play that was 4-6. Definitely wasn't 3-4. Either way, Chiefs chance to respond here. One of the things that they definitely need to do is get the run going. One of the things that I noticed in my time playing PES, especially last year, I hit Taylor Gabriel early, and it was all great, dandy, we scored, but at the same time, it never happened again. And it never happened again because PES did a great job at locking down the run. So, definitely have to come back here and get the run established with Kareem Hunt, because everything's not going to be open all day. So as we see Kyle Aletta playing the scramble drill, he may have a man open deep. He's just going to throw this one away, bring us to 3rd and 14. This is a good possession here by the Kansas City Chiefs. So not allowing a conversion here on 3rd and 14 will be huge.
He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd and 14. It looks like we have a read route to heel dialed up. It will get matched. Is he going to try and find him down the left sideline? He's actually not. He's going to be hit as he releases the football. That'll be 4th and 14 and a punt back to the Browns with a chance to take the lead. I guess I'll take this time for my one viewer to address the 4th down debacle. If he would have just waited for a commish, don't Pest, and Pest makes another mistake in the punt game. John Ross is going to pick this one up on the 1-yard line, and he's going to run this one back to the 8. Pest, this is not how you win playoff football. This is not how you win playoff football, Pest. Anyways, if Davey would have just waited for 20 seconds for the commissions to talk it out, it would have been fine. But to say, nah, see, that's when I'm going to really be a stickler about something. And at the same time, rules are rules, man. Rules are rules. Now, as for the playoffs, just like certain things, I think you have to restore order. I think there still has to be rules, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see the scenario with the Bills specifically about their 4th down. I would say I'm a little bit more lenient. If you're down, if it's 4th and 1 or 4th and inches and it's the playoffs, that's fine. But those rules aren't there because they're good for the regular season, as we're going to see a play action pass result in intentional grounding. That'll put 3rd and 17 for the Browns on their own 1. It's not about the rules isn't about the regular season. The rules is because it's meant to be sim play. So if the CMs have determined that to be the indicator of sim play, then it should be followed across the board. We don't allow safeties to be played at sub linebacker in the playoffs. So why would we change other rules, fourth down rules? Now, certain rules specifically, like the stats rules and subs and things like that. Like, you're playing the best players in the league. So if the best players in the league are giving up, a pick here by John Johnson, just 86 speed is just enough to get the interception. He's going to break a couple tackles, and he's going to get the football here inside the 15-yard line. Kansas City with a chance to make it a 2-score game. I don't know what's going on, if it's the lack of Baker, if it's a decision-making of Pest. This is not going well here at all for the Cleveland Browns. I formation on first down. We have 2 outs dialed up. Cover 2 is going to lock that down, and a check down to Kareem Hunt. It's going to do the trick. Correction, cover 4 drop, show 2. So back to the rule thing. The rules and stat caps and stuff like that is to stop people from running the score up and to stop people from having insane stats to where it's not fair to the rest of the league that you're just running your stats and stat padding against players. But in the playoff, stats don't matter. You're not getting awards for those stats at all. So I understand that rule going away. I also understand the sub rule going away because Madden's a fickle bitch and a 28-point lead is not safe at all. If you guys remember, just season 1, Flex gave up like a 20-point lead in under 30 minutes against Cool D. So I understand taking the training wheels off of the leading teams in those scenarios. If you remember earlier in the season, Todd Gurley put up 280 yards in a half, and I had to bench him. And then there goes my run game, and I couldn't really close out the game against the Bears, who ended up coming back. And it was a close one. I did win, but if the playoffs come and you can't stop Todd Gurley, that's not my fault. And I shouldn't have to bench somebody just because you're struggling to stop him. So I understand that in the playoffs where it really matters to hit that, to change that rule. But as for fourth down rules, that's a gameplay rule. That's sim for gameplay, not league or stat-based or anything like that. It's not a fairness rule. It's a sim gameplay rule. So I think that should stay the same. Though I understand leniency, I would understand saying if you're down by any point in the fourth down or at any point in the fourth quarter, you can go for it regardless of what side you're on. Okay, fair play. But for the most part, my opinion would be to keep the fourth down rule.
Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So getting word from P-Town, it wasn't an egregious attempt. He thinks it was 40 seconds left, 3-7 before halftime on my 12, and scoring was at a premium. Yeah, I understand that, and I think that's a realistic situation. And there is an inherent risk, and I do appreciate the rules like no QB dive, or QB sneak and fullback dive to kind of help, but really, this game is so in favor of offenses in short yard situations. So I don't know. I don't know what I really think about the specific rule we have. The whole point is we have the rule now. So if they change it, that's fine, but I don't necessarily think it should be changed for playoffs. But that's enough of my rule spiel. We are back to 2nd and 14 for the Browns after a field goal by Kansas City puts them up by 8 points. I think the Browns really got away with one here. They have to take advantage after throwing the pick on their own 13 or on their own 1-yard line to only get away with, giving up 3 points is massive. So 3rd and 4 after the quick flat there to Jerick McKinnon. And we are going to see Pest attack 3rd and 4. So when is the time to take a shot? Okay. He likes to move John Ross around. There's been a lot of heat coming from the Chiefs. So he's got a man, he's got a running back. He's going to find him. He's a little late to it. He does get the completion, but it was almost picked off. Good recovery there by the Chiefs. Could have given up a lot more yards than that. McKinnon has definitely got the wheels to break one away if one man misses. So, yeah, a lot of pressure coming from the Chiefs. A lot of different unorthodox blitzes coming in from 1 high, 2 high, 3 high. Nickel double A gap, big nickel. So he's throwing really everything at him. So you really got to appreciate that here from the Chiefs. Because he definitely wants to get into halftime with an 8-point or more lead here. We're going to see inside zone to Jerick McKinnon. That's going to get them a healthy 2 yards up to the 41-yard line, 2nd and 8.
But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second 8 here, we're going to have some gun bunch look here from the Browns. He's got a spot route. He's going to go for the crossing route to John Ross. That's going to get them up to the 46-yard line. Definitely had the wide open little curl there, but chooses to go with the crossing route anyways. Both were open, so can't complain when the results are there against the cover 4 palm. So that's going to put the Browns across into Chiefs territory here. 2:44 left in the half. 18-10 lead Kansas City.
First and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
I formation here for the Browns. Looks like they're going to come out and try and establish the run. Jordan Howard's got a little bit of room to the left. He's going to gain himself 5 yards. He's 6 for 16 so far today. It's a good gain here. Gives them a lot of room to work with. Now, they do not have the win this quarter, so I don't know if they are in field goal position. So you have to make that decision now.
Let's see if they do it anyway.
How far down the field are you looking to attack, or are we trying to get in field goal range and then take our attack here on 3rd down? Jordan Howard breaks right. He's got some room, just a man or two to beat John Johnson with the ankle-breaking tackle. Looks like 86 speed was enough to get to the edge there and stop the big boy Jordan Howard, as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be 1st down Chiefs on the 27-yard line.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Coming out of the 2-minute warning, we have a handoff here to Jordan Howard. He's going to break another big run. Eric Berry with the touchdown-saving tackle, and this, what we talked about before, slowing it down, establishing the run. The longer you keep Kansas City off the field, the better, especially when it comes to playing from behind. Because if we can come out of half and score quickly, this might be in good shape for the Browns here. As they're going to go play pass here to Howard. They have a man across. It's not open anymore, but he's got all the time in the world. Be safe, throw it away, live to fight another day.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Definitely a weird route, as he didn't flow. He had 3 routes attacking the sideline. Did not really flow with it, so didn't really put him in a position to make a good throw late in the developing play. So it's all right. Safe play is what we need. We already saw earlier, backed up into his own 1-yard line. He made a pretty bad read. Gave it away inside his own 15. So now 2nd and 10 here. Motions McKinnon out. Doesn't look like he's going to throw it. He's got a man across the middle. That'll be Njoku, and that'll get him up to the 2-yard line. A timeout by the Chiefs here as they want to get the football back. They think they can score in less than a minute and a half, or look like what it will be, assuming that the Browns score here quickly. 2-yard line. This is probably one of the tougher downs and distances in the game. Zone kind of reigns supreme down here. It's really hard to run the football. You'll see a lot of people turning on the aggressive tackling and going toss here. And that'll be a touchdown, Jordan Howard. And 2-point conversion puts this one all tied up. Actually, the Browns are going to go with the field goal, make it a 1-point game here. So, assuming there's the make, 17-18. I mean, damage control here for the Browns is what's going on right now. They've played by far the worst half out of the 2 teams here. And for it to only be a 17-18 game is a gift in and of itself. So it'll be Tyreek Hill here returning the football, as the Chiefs are going to have 1 timeout and 1:34 on the clock. Let's see how they attack this 2-minute drill here. Try and build this lead up a little bit more before we get in the half.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
We have yet to see Spencer Johns, the tight end, make much of an impact here. He had a great year last year, so this is definitely the game for him. And we're going to have a deep ball to Robinson, who had a nice catch earlier in the game, he's not going to get it here against the two-man look here from the Browns. It'll be 2nd and 10. You got to be careful. Football strategy here. Pest has done a good job despite everything going on. He still has 3 timeouts. So if Kyle Lauletta comes out, and it looks like it'll be a run here. So smart play here by the Chiefs. Maybe force a timeout to be used while you attack 3rd down. Kareem Hunt's going to be tackled short. Is Pest going to use these timeouts now? Or is he going to let this clock run down? It looks like Pest is perfectly content with getting in the half, but you would like to think you can't take those timeouts in the half with you. Maybe his aim is to maybe wait for an incompletion here and the punt, who knows. Either way, the Chiefs can get this one all the way down. It's 40 seconds if they wanted to. They'll snap a 20 on the clock. He's got a crossing route. He's going to chuck this one deep. Not Tyreek. Oh, just overthrown. He had his man over the top against the cover 6 look, and it'll be 55 seconds and 3 timeouts here as the Browns are going to get the football back. Now, the win is in favor of Colquitt. They should be able to pin them deep. Hopefully, John Ross doesn't make another mistake here. And he's going to punt this one out on the 2-yard line. And I know we've seen one punt of the year before. I think it was a P-Town punt, but this might be up there. This might be up there. Browns have to go 98 yards, 3 timeouts, 50 seconds. But they have a speed demon of their own that you cannot let get behind them. Ball is snapped, and it's going to be an incomplete throw on the corner route to Njoku.
Managing risk is a big decision here.
And it's something, you know, we talked about it before on the other side. Pest has to be careful here. The timeout absolutely can stop the clock for KC. They should have plenty of time since Pest is probably going to be trying to pass his way out of his own end zone with 11-mile-per-hour wind in his face. He's not going to get this punt very far, and we could see the Chiefs in field goal position. So smart play here, it looks like, by McKinnon. This is going to induce a timeout, absolutely. So Pest knows now a run play can wind this one probably all the way out. So he's in safety here. He could absolutely come in and run, and the Chiefs could not stop the clock. So, but if he does try and pass and gets an incompletion, he's not going to be able to punt it out of his own zone. So let's see what this decision is here. Smart play would be to run the football, but he might see this cover 1 look, and he might go for it, man. Quick audible here by the Chiefs. It's going to put them too high. A little bit safer of a look. Mental football here. We're going to see the draw by McKinnon, and this one is going to take us in the half here, as I doubt the Chiefs give, or the Browns give the football back to the Chiefs at all. So an 18-17 game, definitely one of the better games so far in the playoffs. So far, the story of the game has been the Chiefs' defense. They've just been all over the passing attack here from the Browns. They've chosen their big plays on the offensive side of the football, hitting Tyreek Hill early. And then the Browns, it's just been blunders and damage control. John Ross is having a really hard time, and one punt results in a safety, the other results in an 8-yard gain to the 9 because he decided to field it on his own 1-yard line. So smarter special teams plays. If you guys remember, Chargers back in the day, first offense, first defense, 32nd ranked special teams, and that was the difference. So coming out of half with a 1-point lead, and the ball is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, as Troy Polamalu's cousin is going to kick the football off here, number 96. And it'll be through the back of the end zone as they appear to have the field goal advantage here in the first part of the second half.
To begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
First and 10 here coming out of halftime. Play pass dialed up. They may want their man deep, and he thinks he has him. Let's see if he takes a shot. He's going to throw this one up down the left sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. He's unable to bring it in. Robinson. Now, he may have had the double move to Tyreek, but I don't think he trusts the arm quite yet of Kyle Lauletta. So, second and 10 here. One of the things to keep in mind is despite having 18 points so far, the Chiefs haven't really had much of a run game, and it's going to be important to establish possession here in the second half. An out route to Robinson is incomplete as the pressure gets to Lauletta. We're going to have 3rd and 10. Very dangerous to go cover 0 completely against the Chiefs. But once again, a lot of speed. Denzel Ward on one side, Shaq Griffin on the other. Here comes the Mutt special here on 3rd and 10 as we have close halfback wheel. Let's see if he bites the post. Kyle Auleta's going to have room. He's going to run, and he should get the first down, and he will stumble and get hit by pretty much every Brown on the team. But 13-yard gain here gets them up to the 38-yard line for the first down. Close halfback wheel. Actually, this wasn't close. It was just normal halfback wheel. Unless trying to get a drive established is the Kansas City Chiefs as they go counter to Kareem Hunt. That'll be for no gain, if not a loss.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Let's move up to 2nd and 10. 6:13 left in the 3rd quarter. Still early, still plenty of time. This game is close. As we saw earlier, the Bucs dominated the Saquon Barkley-less Giants. Titans, they won a very close game. A pass gets floated up. Is this going to be intercepted? It won't. It'll be 3rd and 10. A very ill-advised pass there. Forced the ball over to Johns, as we mentioned earlier. Stick nod. It'll be 3rd and 10. Elvin Gordon led the way for 244 yards. Beat the 14-2 second seed Bills. And the Rams played a good game. Teddy Bridgewater. He's not going to be able to lead the Saints to back-to-back Super Bowls, but valiant effort on their season nonetheless. He's got a man down the right sideline. He's going to force this one up. It has to be picked. No, it's going to be swatted, and it'll be 4th and 10. So, testing the Browns' defense deep. Looked like they kind of had a drive going. Ran the football with Hunt, ran the football with Lauletta. Drive is stalled after getting a little antsy. Pest doing a good job at baiting those kind of passes, right? The cover 0 look kind of made me Links go, oh, I can hit him over the top, hit him deep, and drops right back into those deep coverage shells. So good job there by Pest defensively. Now he has the opportunity to take the lead. He really struggled the first 5 to 10 minutes of this game, but he really dominated the back half of the 2nd quarter. He was able to kind of build the lead back. It was 15, I want to say, to 3 at one point. Now it's just 18 to 17, and he's got a man deep down the left sideline, also down the right. Everybody's open. It'll be John Ross, and he's going to get this one inside the 7-yard line. PA glance against the 4-lock Palms. Doesn't matter what you call. Speed wins. That's going to get them in scoring position. 1st and goal here for the Browns. We have a flag on the play. Looks like somebody offsides for the Browns on the hard count.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal.
1st and goal here for the Browns. They will have a halfback cross here to Jordan Howard. He's up to 51 yards on the day and the lone score on the toss at the end of the half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a run
2nd goal and 8.
Sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line.
Another handoff to Howard is going to get this one up to the 7-yard line. Now it's going to be 3rd and goal. What do you call here? Once again, zone reigns supreme. There's a lot of talented defenders on this Chiefs secondary that can just sit right under your routes and make big plays. Eric Berry is definitely the guy you do not want to throw at here. John Johnson already has an interception himself. Both linebackers are dangerous. He's got an angle. It's open. He finds it. Jerick McKinnon, touchdown. Hitchens bites, thinking it's a flat, and that's smart football. He's gone after McKinnon in the flat earlier in the game, and the user linebackers kind of waited on it and let that flat go. This time he bites, understanding he can't give up a couple yards. Halfback draws, not going to get it. 23-18, so smart time to whip out the ankle route there, and it absolutely gets Hitchens biting on it hard. So it's going to be Browns lead here. So we're going to kick this ball back off to Tyreek Hill, but it's going to go out back of the end zone. We got a good game here, folks. And I think this is where the stride comes in, where you find out who strategically is the better Madden player. I know both of these rosters are just absolutely built, but Pest has done a good job at baiting deep balls when they weren't open, stopping the run. Crossing right here to Johns. He's going to have some opening on the left sideline after a missed tackle. So good patience there. Right, good patience. Audible to drag. Wait for it to come across your face. Bringing in, keeping the running back in to protect the passer. So plenty of time for Lauletta there, and that's definitely what they need. So you're going to get this one up to the 46. First and 10 Chiefs. Hand off to Hunt. He's got a safety to beat. He's going to get tackled down by number 3. I don't know if that's Jamal Adams or not. Nope, that is actually Crookshank. We said he was traded from Tennessee alongside Corey Davis, the wide receiver. Tennessee obviously not missing them too much as they are on their way to the AFC Championship game. 2nd and 3 here. Lauletta drops back. He's going to almost throw a pick here. That was a dangerous throw to Johns. They called stick. They wanted Hill deep, saw double coverage, and kind of jumped to the next read a little too quick. Almost threw a pick there. I know Pest wish he had that one. That's game changer right there. But 3rd and 3 here for the Chiefs. Now, they're on the 47. They have the 11-mile-per-hour wind. I don't know how good their kicker is, but I would imagine that they're out of range here. So they're going to go draw. It'll be Lauletta being ran down. Does he get tackled early? I think he does. I think Myles Garrett does just enough, and I think that they are out of field goal range. You're right. Actually, yeah, they do not have the wind. Pest does. Oh, the notorious pause for can I go for it? Oh, the notorious pause. The notorious pause. Here comes the chat. Can I go for it? 1 second. Without fail. Without fail. Can I go for it? Without fail. Every time. Like, you had your chance. You had your chance on 3rd and short. You didn't get it. Now, if he's allowed, then he's allowed. So I have nothing to say there. But it's always the pause. Oh, it gets you every time. But you know the rule. Sorry you have to listen to the sweet ASMR sounds of me eating a Jello shot. I'm gonna eat this without being able to.
No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on
4th and 1. Here we go. What's your best play? What's your best short yardage play? Motions his man down. Let's see what the meta is. Lynx. What's he going for? 4 verge drag. A hard count.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their
Ooh, it looks like the own fell for it, so much for going for it.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from
trying to get the Browns to hop off sides. The Chiefs jump. It's going to be a punt away. Man, should just committed to it. John Ross going to get the football. Dangerous. Oh, an unnecessary juke. He had nothing but open field.
And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
All right, Jello shot down the hatch. Let's kick this one off. First and 10 for the Browns. First time that they've held the lead since the opening drive where they got a field goal. So it's a battle back here. Shows resiliency from the AFC North champions. They're going to go play pass here. There's an open man. He's going to evade, and he's going to throw this one away. The Chiefs have done a really good job at recognizing play action and shooting the gap. So eliminating the play action game from a team that really thrives off of their receiving core is going to be huge, because you're not going to be able to bait a lot of these deep passes without play action. So good defense there, especially out of the big nickel formation for the Kansas City Chiefs. 2nd and 10 after Clement literally has to run for his life. We're going to go 3 wide receiver set here. And Joku and McKinnon in as well. Play action pass. We have a man open. He's going to find the comeback. That's John Ross. So we saw this earlier by both teams. But on that post, or on that comeback, right? This is where I hate Madden script. He burns the cover 3 receiver. He just burns him. He just burns him so bad. Just keep going. I don't understand why Madden can't, like, put in the... They have option routes. Just have it in there. Like, if you burn the dude out the gate, like, it's not a comeback anymore. It's a go. Like, go score points. It just doesn't make sense to me that he cut back. Really wish that Madden would program that. And then also that not program routes essentially to get beat so that they can play the correct route. Does that make sense? Like, if you have the over top coverage in cover 3, you're supposed to play over the top. Don't just get beat. Now, granted, it may have been a press there, so I didn't see that. But nonetheless, ran over. We're on the 2nd and 1 after a quick flat route to Njoku. Browns are moving. Across the 50. Killing time. Effective football. Can't afford a turnover here. As we see Landry Blackens. Back in the slot. Unintentional racism. Jared McKinnon with a nice juke. Another one, and he's going to get this one up to the 41-yard line. Now, 1 of 2 pretty much unnecessary jukes so far. Feel like Pess is a little antsy to break the tackles. I feel like he's just a little scared to hop into the open field and just let his speed guys go. So something to watch out for there for the Browns, but nonetheless, 1st and 10. Oh, he gets him again with McKinnon. Throw it, my man. Throw it. Oh, he doesn't. And he's going to take a sack. Fumble. Ledyard, the top 5 draft pick, comes up with a huge play there. He had him. The wheel route to McKinnon once again. Just like he did with the angle route. Had Hitchens believing it was a flat. He jumped it, and there was just open for days. Why he didn't throw it, I don't know. Massive turnover, and the 3rd turnover so far for the Cleveland Browns. And looking to strike quickly. There it goes. He's going to launch this one to Tyreek Hill down the left sideline. Whoa, he thought he had it. He went for the same grab that Mike Evans had earlier and Alshon Jeffrey had the other day in the wildcard game. One-handed snag. Tyreek Hill, I don't know, maybe if he had some height on him, he would be able to bring that down, but it sucks being 5'10". Nonetheless, 2nd and 10 after the shot deep there on the PA shot wheel. Be a handoff here to Kareem Hunt. He's got a man, he's got a blocker, and that's going to be a block in the back. Truly unfortunate, as it was a big run. Damian Williams, not really known for being a blocker. No surprise there, commits the penalty. It'll be 2nd and 15 from the 44-yard line. Hard count there. Lauletta's going to hand this one to Hunt on the draw. He's going to be gang bang tackle for just a yard. It's 3rd and 14 here. Wind's not in your favor. Got to get some yardage here. Don't know if you have to get it all, but you definitely need to get some yardage here if you're going to get some points out of this drive for the Chiefs. Right in the best hands, in my opinion, because if you try and force it deep into coverage, I think we may find ourselves a turnover here. Can't give Lauletta too much time. You'd like to see him blitz or rush 4. Let's see what the Browns have got dialed up. Definitely a too high look. Let's see if they bring these corners on the DB blitz. We will not see blitz. We'll see three-man pressure, and we're going to see a crossing route go incomplete. Actually, I believe that was the out from the slot. It'll be 4th and 14. That'll be a punt by the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, interesting. I was going to say, why is he letting the clock run down? But he doesn't have the advantage. So if he would have ran the ball there, he may have been able to get that clock killed enough to flip to the 4th quarter, allowing for a field goal. So interesting play there. I wonder if Pest would have caught on and called a timeout and forced it. Do you waste a timeout this early on that, on 3 points? I think you do. I think directly taking points off of the board with a timeout is the perfect time to use one, especially with the lead. Nonetheless, it didn't work out that way. He still has all his timeouts. And the 5-point lead here is a crossing route to Jarvis Landry. It's going to lead to a first down as Hitchens and Owasu will bring him down. And that's going to take us to the 4th quarter. So we talked a little bit before about the mental side of the game. That would have been a huge play by the Chiefs if they would have let that clock run it down, maybe run a play, let the clock run down. I don't know if Pest would have noticed, gotten a field goal out of it with the 11-mile-per-hour wind. But now we enter the 4th. The Chiefs do now have the wind advantage, so Pest needs to make sure that this stays farther than a 3-point game. Play pass on 1st and 10. He's got a man. He's going to force this one deep. John Johnson may come up with another pick. No, the fuck he did not. John motherfucking Ross. What? Mama, there goes that man. I'm not giving that fucking quote justice. God damn. Yeah, I did say game bank tackle. Glad you caught that one. This is R-rated commentary, 100%. But John Ross out here going ham, as the millennials say. 2nd and 8 inside the red zone is the Browns with a chance to make this a 2-score game. Holy shit. This is a game. This is a massive game. And the Titans are eating it up because both these teams are just beating up on each other. And Tennessee's fresh there, ready to take on whoever wins this game, getting to watch it from home. So just watching film, eating it up, getting ready, because this is a stressful game. It takes a lot out on people. So I wonder if this matchup gets played tonight, the AFC Championship game, or if one of these guys ends up taking the night off, not rushing too quickly into the next game. 3rd and 5 here for the Browns. They've been conservative so far, haven't been afraid to run the football, and it looks like they may do that here. We got 3 tight ends. Just Corey Davis being the lone wide receiver on the field. An audible here by Clement, but it might be a smoke screen. It will be. It's going to be Jordan Howard. He's going to get tackled down. But a field goal is going to extend this to an 8-point game. I think I can do math. I think so. Yep, that'll make it an 8-point game.
That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about
5 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Chiefs are down, but the explosiveness has been there today. They just need Kyle Lauletta to make some big plays where it counts. Need Kareem Hunt to make some big plays where it counts. Speaking of big plays, we got Tyreek Hill down the right sideline after a spin. What the fuck is the AFC? Oh my God, Tyreek Hill with the kickoff return. What the fuck is happening? A 2-point conversion puts us at a tie game that quickly, folks. Covering almost 98 yards in just a mere 6 seconds is Tyreek Hill. Hit him with the peace sign afterwards, the trademark. Now, downside is Hill will not be in the game for this upcoming 2-point conversion, but we'll see what the Chiefs decide to do. They have a wheel route out up to Hunt. It's not available. Lauletta's going to roll out. He's going to find his man McCullough. That's going to tie this one up 26-26. We were just talking about explosive plays and when they need one. There goes Tyreek.
you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
We do have a complaint of Hall in the main chat.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trying back.
Hall. I don't know. Loaded box. You don't know who's coming. No surprise he rolled out. My professional opinion says Hall is a rule meant to stop people from manipulating the AI, and I don't think that manipulated the AI. Like rolling right in that situation. Now, granted, I do have to go back and look at replay because nobody can look at it right now, so we don't know. But it's split-second decisions, man. It's split-second decisions. Zone is so overpowered in this game. I don't have an issue with somebody rolling out. Now, once again, I haven't seen the film. I watched it, but I wasn't really paying attention to whether or not he was in the pocket for that long. But he didn't attack the line of scrimmage. He didn't manipulate pest AI. Like, it sounds like he just rolled. Like, it's not uncommon at all to roll out to get a better angle on throws. I don't think it was an issue. But nonetheless, I'm just a man with an opinion. You are more than happy to review my film and see if Jared Goff is the Hall. My question is, where was the spy? Nonetheless, a failed comeback route here is going to lead the Browns to 2nd and 10.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down.
Going to be a sack here. Looks like Breland Speaks is going to get around the edge here. It's going to be 3rd and 17 for the Browns in the tie ball game. You expect Pest to be patient here. He was backed up on his one earlier in the game, threw an interception, leading to a Chiefs possession on his own 13. I think Pest needs to calm down, trust the defense, okay? You've really played really good football. All that happened was a kick return by Tyreek Hill. He hasn't dominated on offense. You've shut him out well. Come out, play patient, play a screen, play a draw, something quick. Do not throw an interception here, Pest. Do not take a sack fumble here, Pest. Do not run QB draw here, Pest. Here's the screen, like predicted, John Ross. He's not going to get it all to be a punt away. I like the smart play. Smart play wins football games.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside.
Tyreek Hill with the punt return. That's going to get this one up to 33 for the Chiefs with a chance. Now, here's another thing we got to consider. It's coming up. Is people playing out of position. I feel like a fucking bitch in chat sometimes. Like saying stuff, but at the same time, like, if you don't say nothing, people are going to go all fucking season. And you won't see that shit till the offseason. People are losing games because they're playing dudes with fucking Kareem Jackson playing middle linebacker. I'm sorry. I hate to be that dude. I don't want to be that dude. I'm not trying to snitch on nobody. But if it's right there on the stream, fucking say it. If you're going to run a custom or you're going to run a multiple playbook, you got to make sure the right people are in. You don't see me rocking Deion Jordan at middle linebacker, no matter how good he fucking is. So make sure you're watching your dudes. Nonetheless, Kareem Hunt's going to get 9 yards on this run. Read option play, 2nd and inches for the Chiefs. A long drive and a field goal here would be perfect by Kansas City. They have the wind advantage. Done an excellent job defending most of the deep ball threats here by the Browns outside of a couple just miraculous plays by John Ross. But take some time off the clock. Play smart football. Play pass here by Lauletta. He's going to run flat route here to Anthony Sherman. 3rd and inches here for the Kansas City Chiefs.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Saran doesn't get the whole edges edge thing. Do we have to explain interior lineman versus edge lineman versus interior lineman versus off-ball linebackers?
Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a
What's on the cherry pick shit against people that aren't their friends. In Hiker hold like fuck. Hey, Warren had no complaints of Hiker holding me. He is more than welcome to submit any chat picks or anything to the DMs. It is what it is. But we gotta be consistent, folks. Yeah, Miles Jack playing fucking defensive end. Now, my personal opinion wouldn't be a bad thing to see. Hold on, let me fucking stop. This isn't Finn's opinion mode. This is 2 minutes and 17 seconds left. Winner of this game goes to the AFC Championship. We're at 2nd and 10 here for the Chiefs. Long drive here. Excellent play. They might let this one run all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Who knows? Looks like they might here. Don't snap the football. Don't snap the football. 2-minute warning here. Tie ball game. Chiefs have the ball. 3 timeouts and a significant wind advantage.
We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Catch the NFC Championship game tomorrow. That's going to be in LA between the LA Rams and the Buccaneers. The last matchup came down to a 1-score game. I don't know if it went to overtime or not. But it was a Rams victory, but it was close nonetheless. And I don't believe the Bucs are at full strength. So Ron Jones is coming off an absolute dominating performance against the New York Giants defense. So he's going to go up against the LA Rams run defense tomorrow as we have Tyreek Hill across the field. An interception by the linebacker of the Browns with the play they may need. Jack Ryan with the bait of the century on the PA post shot. Oh, big play. Jack Ryan. Is it Jack Ryan? Jack Ryan sounds like the dude from that movie with Tom Cruise. Nonetheless, making a massive play. The Browns have the football and a chance to advance to the AFC Championship. 1st and 10. Send McKinnon out wide for the 3rd time so far this game. He's got a man across the middle of the field. He's going to miss him. It looks like he may have gone after Landry, who was matched up against John Johnson in a favorable matchup, but ends up tripping up a little bit. You see them arguing there. 2nd and 10 here. Nonetheless, massive play by the Browns. Great bait. Great bait, mate. Is it Jake Ryan? Jack Ryan is the freaking dude who, in that Tom Cruise, it's a novel. Okay, Jake Ryan. Thank you for the correction. Jordan opening up as a negative 6.5 favorite. I wouldn't put it past him. I believe Trey Flowers is interior. Oh, speaking of baits, Owasu with the ball back across the 50, the Chiefs snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. Can the Chiefs just get, they need 5 yards. They need 5 yards. 5 yards and a field goal is all they need. They have 11-mile-per-hour win. Okay. One person who can't hit this one is Cody Parkey. Shout out. Fly Eagles Fly. Hashtag Big Dick Nick. Anybody else should be able to make this field goal. So 4 yards. Just back-to-back users here by these teams. Winner goes on to play the Titans. We have a counter run to Kareem Hunt. He's going to gain just 1 yard. The clock's going to roll. Pest 3 timeouts. He decided to sit on him at the end of the first half. See what he does with him there. Owasu is a off-ball linebacker for the Ravens. He is not an edge player. Just a heads up. I do not believe Trey Flowers is an edge player. I think he's interior. But I'd have to watch the film. That's what I say. Just go to the film. Just go in real life. Bubble screen here to Tyreek Hill. That's going to get them 8 yards. And I think they are right on the edge of field goal range here on 3rd and 1. Downside is he goes out of bounds. This reminds me, back in the day, Tebow Broncos versus Chicago Bears. Marion Barber runs out of bounds, stops the clock, gives the Browns a chance to get the ball. Now we have, I mean, look at that. It's Tyreek Hill. Do it. Do it. Do it. He's going to go QB draw, and he's going to get stopped. That's going to be a timeout. Do it. Oh, my gosh, Tyreek Hill. That might be it. That might be the mistake of the game. Let's see if he makes the field goal. It's drifting. It's good. 3-point lead for the Chiefs here. 51 seconds left. I don't know how you turn down. Maybe that's just the cheese ball in me. How do you turn down +7, cover 0, +7 speed advantage? Why can't Carl Lawson play rush defensive tackle? Has Carl Lawson ever played defensive tackle?
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here. No, not at all.
Actually, Flowers might be an edge player. Now I'm thinking about it, Flowers might be an edge player. I have to watch more. I think I looked at this one time for something in another league. But Carl Lawson is not a rush defensive tackle, so why should he be playing there? Just because he's the same weight doesn't mean anything. He hasn't played there in real life, so why would he play there in the game? Crossing route here in the 5-wide set as the Browns are going to be looking to pick up the pace here. Clements over 300 yards on the day, though he hasn't been as efficient in the turnover ratio here. So he has 3 interceptions, but he has a chance to let everybody in Cleveland forget about it right now. So he has a slant route here. 30 seconds on the clock. They're going to take their second timeout. So 29 seconds left after the 5-wide slant route to Cameron Meredith, who by trade found his way from New Orleans to Cleveland.
Short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable
second and 1 here for the Browns. Does he try to sneak a big run in at some point? He's got a lot of off coverage here. Big nickel. He has a man. He has a man. Oh, I didn't throw it. No. Boye is going to end this one. And that's going to be the Chiefs. Oh, he had a man deep. Didn't see him. Went after the wheel route, it looks like, to Jerick McKinnon. Whatever the fuck that route was. Oh, man. He had it. He had a man deep. But that's all she wrote. Kansas City Chiefs with a massive performance despite only scoring off of a field goal and a kickoff return by Tyreek Hill. It was enough to get the job done as they were able to shut out. Not shut out. The blowout. Not even blowout. I don't even know what I'm doing. That jello shot's getting to me. Play an incredible game as they are going to head to Tennessee. They're going to play the Titans. So, on the road in Cleveland against the #1 seed in the AFC. Congratulations to Kyle Lauletta, Tyreek Hill, and the rest of Kansas City Chiefs. That's all we got here, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll get somebody else in sometime. We can do some two-man commentary, so this will be fucking ramble the whole time. So, we out.